Can you keep shrimp and fish together in one tank? And if yes, which ones? And finally, what about baby shrimp? Will they be safe with fish in the same tank? Let me help you with those doubts. After keeping shrimp with many different fish, I think that I can answer all those questions and give you my full list of best shrimp tank mates. Because there are some misleading information all over the internet that I would like to address in that video. Let's jump right to it. Before we go through the list, I want to address one very important point. What I meant by misleading information, I'm talking about lack of info about shrimp babies. Just because some fish will leave the adult shrimp alone doesn't mean they will not attack small shrimplets. And for me, this is very crucial information, especially if you want your colony to grow. So, for every fish on my list, I will give you my observations both about adult and young shrimp, so you can have full picture. And lastly, every single fish I mention here, I kept myself with shrimp in the past. So I'm speaking from years of experience and my own personal observations. Okay, let's go. First fish on the list is one of my recent favorites, green neon Rasboras, or Rasbora kubotai. First of all, it looks amazing. I love those vibrant green colors. They are very visible in every fish tank. Just look at them, amazing little guys. But they not only look amazing, but are also very easy to care for and even show a bit of schooling behavior. And that's always fun. They are also very active and quite brave, so you will see them a lot in open spaces. And they really do stay very small, only up to 2 centimeters, which makes them perfect for shrimp tanks. I keep them together with shrimp even today, and I can confirm that they are not only safe for adults, but also for baby shrimp. Perfect choice. Next, Otocinclus. Those guys are legendary members of cleanup crew. And even though they are much bigger than Kubotai Rasbora, those guys are also completely safe to shrimp, both adults and babies. They are super cute, very active, and they help to clean your tank from algae. What else could you possibly want? The only thing to remember is that their diet is quite similar to the diet of shrimp. So don't rely only on algae as food source, because you will be facing some shortages and problems. But not because they are not comparable, but because they might get hungry. I will link a video about feeding otos in the description, so you can have a look later. Number 3, Ember tetra, one of the biggest fish on the list. Very popular, very attractive, easy to care for. Very good tank mate for your shrimp. But this one is one of the fish that is not 100% comparable with shrimp babies. And I don't like when people don't mention it. Your adult shrimp, they will be safe. But young ones can be potentially eaten, and you need to be aware of that. In very densely planted tank, shrimp babies have a chance to survive. Yes, but chance is not full security. I still categorize Ember tetras as safe for adults, but only moderately safe for shrimplets. Take this into consideration and make your tank very heavily planted to counter that. Number 4, Chili Rasboras. This one is quite similar in size with green neon Rasboras, but there are surprisingly many differences between them. Obviously, they look very different, but that's not my main point. Chili Rasboras are much more shy than Kubotai, and they do like to hide among dense plants. So, exactly in places where small shrimp like to hide as well. This is why, despite their tiny size, I don't classify them as completely safe to shrimp babies. Many people claim that they are safe for shrimp. Okay, yes, they are, but only for adults. Of course, some babies can and do survive with them. But I observed that because they often occupy the same places as shrimp babies, they are hunting them and survival rate is significantly smaller. Surprising? Yes, but all I can give you is facts, and those are my observations. Chili Rasboras are completely safe for adults, but little bit less safe for babies. Next, Pygmy cories. I love basically all kinds of corydoras, and I want to keep every single species there is, and I kept hundreds. And I have seen a lot of claims that cories are generally safe for shrimp. Sorry, but no, I disagree. Not even to adult shrimp. Just because some shrimp can survive doesn't make cories shrimp safe. Shrimp often survive with cories just because they are much faster. Cories are not particularly fast fish, but they will eat your shrimp when they see an occasion, and this is a fact. Lucky for us, there is one exception. Pygmy cories. Exactly like the name suggests, those guys are quite small and have very small mouths. Pygmies are completely safe for adult shrimp and moderately safe for shrimplets. This is the same story like in case of Ember tetras. Densely planted tag will help a lot with keeping shrimp babies safe, but still, occasional hunting might happen. Luckily, Pygmy cories are slower than shrimp, so it's a really rare case, but it happens. But I still consider those guys as great companions for shrimp. Number 6. Well, this one is probably one of the most popular fish in aquarium hobby. Neon tetras. And let me be very direct. Despite their size, those guys are great shrimplet hunters. Neons are fast, active, and even though they are much slower than, for example, Ember tetras, I think that they are less comparable with shrimp. So what are they doing on the list? Well, they are fine with adults. That's not a problem. You can keep adult shrimp with neons and they will be great. Just don't expect your colony to quickly multiply. And on top of that, many people claim that neons are shrimp safe. And I want to make you aware that this is true only in proper planted tank and only for adult shrimp. Shrimp babies will have it really tough with them, and they are definitely not shrimp baby safe. Number 7. White cloud minnows. This is an interesting choice. Those fish are very fast, they are significantly bigger than, for example, green neon Rasboras, and might seem a little bit more aggressive. But they are not. They can be kept with shrimp, especially adults. This is due to the fact that they mostly occupy higher areas in your tank and swim in open spaces. They rarely look for hiding spots, and they will go into dense plants only when breeding. When it comes to shrimp babies, with densely planted tank, you should have decent survival rate, and your colony will keep growing. It will just happen a little bit slower. But I still consider them to be safer for baby shrimp than neon tetras. So the choice is yours. In general, no matter what kind of fish you would go for, you should try to make your tank densely planted. It will always help and it will make your tank look good. The best thing you can do for your baby shrimp is to put some moss in your tank. This is the best natural way of keeping them safe. And it also looks good, so it's a win-win situation. So some fish are 100% shrimp safe, others are only safe for adults. But in general, mixing fish and shrimp is definitely possible, and I have proven it many times over. If you have any other suggestions, please share it with us. We can always learn from your experience. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.